Commission, Honorable Probate Judge and Chairman Fred Hammond, Honorable Johnny Windham, Honorable Toby C., Honorable Gary Shields, and Honorable Brian Haddon. We also thank Attorney Honorable Phil Eldridge, and I thought the sheriff would be here, but he's not. But anyway, we would also like to thank the news media and the officers and representatives of various lending institutions. We've got a couple of gentlemen over here, Mayor Sarles, Mr. Meeks, representing Friend Bank. Their presence does not mean they support my proposal, but they are here to listen. Should the proposal be accepted, financing from someone will be required. Today we will present a plan that would increase your general fund from $4 million to $10 million a year and would create 100 Geneva County jobs. This full-page ad, which was run in the Geneva County publication papers on July the 8th, has given me the courage to address this honorable commission. This ad right here is asking you to contact your legislator and ask them to vote for the Indians to have exclusive rights for gambling, and in return they was going to give $250 million. This ad was run, and also the Montgomery Advertiser here, I got a paper here, but anyway they were running ads on TV. Let's see if I can find it right quick. There it is. Tribe urges casino deal. Anyway, that's what gave me the courage to come. Please be patient and bear with me as I take us to the point of this meeting. When you're not in politics, you're farming and all, and you already wasn't a good speaker, sometimes you just have to stumble your way through it, but I thank y'all for being patient with me. In 1998, I hired Miss Wendy Wright, a Mormon from Texas, to do a family tree for me. She discovered that my great-grandmother, Mary Frances Chavis, born in 1848 in South Carolina, she died in Houston County, Alabama, in 1920, was a full-blooded PD Indian. She married Jacob Reister, who was a resident of Saxgata, a German settlement near Orangeburg, South Carolina. Jacob's ancestors can be traced back to Germany as far as the 1600s. The PD Indians dwell along the PD River and its tributaries and swamps near the South Carolina, North Carolina state lines. The Tuscarora Indian lived to the east along the coastal areas of South and North Carolina. The Tuscarora became divided over fighting the British in the War of 1711, and those Tuscarora who opposed the war were allowed to migrate north into Canada and New York and the Niagara Falls area. These Tuscarora have maintained their federal status even today. In the War of 1711, the British defeated the Tuscarora and slaughtered as many as they could. Some escaped into the swamps along the PD River, and over a period of time, due to marriage and other reasons, the PD and Tuscarora merged into the Tuscarora of South Carolina. They were farmers, sharecroppers, hunters, and trappers, and very poor people. Federal status was never solved. My ancestors fled south and west to avoid persecution when a trail of tears occurred, and some of my ancestors lived on the land which I own where Lake Patty Sue is located, not as landowners, but as sharecroppers. Look at these Indian artifacts that we recovered as we built Lake Patty Sue. Let's show them to them there, Anthony. There's some, pass it down and look. We found spears, arrowheads, all kind of Indian artifacts as we built Lake Patty Sue. I became a member of the Tuscarora Nation of South Carolina. A federal court ruled August 23rd, 2012, that William Nathan Mathis is Tuscarora and is recognized as such by the federal government. The court ruled this decision is final. It's not reviewable by the district court or any other party, judicial or otherwise. Hojo Pa Band of the Tuscarora Nation, that's spelled Hojopa. Hojo Pa Band of the Tuscarora Nation was created March 6, 2013 with me as chief. Hojo Pa is not a federally recognized tribe. All members have the last name of Mathis, either by birth or marriage. Hojo Pa received a federal ID number in 2013 and has filed federal and state returns since that time. We, the Hojo Pa Band of Tuscarora Indians, request a resolution from the Geneva County Commission and the sheriff to sign an agreement with the Hojo Pa Band, which approves Hojo Pa to offer the same games of amusement and chants as the porch band of Creek Indians are allowed to offer, using the same types of electronic equipment and machines as the porch band is allowed to use. In return, Hojo Pa will distribute all net profits from the said business as follows. 1% to Lee Knowles, attorney, Geneva, legal counsel. 1% to Gerald Mitchell, attorney, Geneva, legal counsel. 1% to N. David Eubank, CPA Dothan, which will be in charge of returns and filing. He couldn't come today, but he sent Shannon. Shannon, hold your hand up. But they'll do a good job of accounting, preparing any records required. 1% to Joe Miles. He'll be grounds and maintenance supervisor. There's Joe over there. And we got 1% to Ronnie Chavis. He'll also be grounds and maintenance. And 1% to various charities as per written request from these charities. 47% to the Geneva County Commission, with 25% of this to be used to upgrade equipment and staff for the Sheriff Department and jail, and 47% to Hojo Pa. I just happened to come back from the land the other day. They got the same thing. They're building a jail down there. They expanding their jail. For original budget, $16.4 million. Projected cost, $17.1 million. Then they build an operations center. Projected cost, $4.2 million. I know y'all faced with jail problems here too. Well, that's 47% of the Geneva County Commission net profits. 47% to Hojo Pa. Hojo Pa, and I want y'all to understand this good. Hojo Pa has no desire to operate an illegal business. Hojo Pa wishes to have a business where the taxpayers of Geneva County will know how much money is being made and who receives said monies, and Hojo Pa will be a business that helps fund the county commission so you can correct any problem that the commission now faces, but you can't solve because you don't have the money. This agreement would create 100 new jobs and raise your general fund from $4 million to $10 million a year. Hojo Pa does not expect this honorable commission to pass any resolution today, but Hojo Pa stands ready to sign the agreement if and when the county commission desires to do so. Hojo Pa Band will not pursue this project without the county commission approval, nor will Hojo Pa lobby any commissioner for a favorable ruling. Thank you for allowing me to address this honorable body. Any questions? I'll give everybody a copy of this. Anybody's got a question, I'll be glad to try to answer.
Anybody have any questions, Mr. Mathis?
Not today. We have to let our lawyer do some research before we would be able to have a question or so forth.
Let me ask one question, it may lead to be able to operate a casino, does the tribe not have to be recognized as a federal tribe?
Lee, you want to answer that?
No, that's our first question that we've got to determine.
And
I can tell you this, whether you can or you can't, we're going to get a lot of resistance from the federal Porch Creek Indians to
And also, I may be wrong, but I also thought it had to be recognized as a federal tribe prior to a certain date to be able to operate.
that may all be true.
We just need to let him do some research before we can even have
And I'll be glad
be able to ask questions.
Assistance.
Sure.
Those Indians now, what they want to do, they want exclusive rights, and they're going to pay the state sort of like crumbs that fall off the table. And you know, if you're going to do it, you should get some money out of it. If they're going to put ads in the paper asking us to ask our state representatives and senators to support such, Geneva County ought to get some money out of it. And in other words, like I said, that ad's what gave me the courage to do it. And if y'all want to pursue it, we will. But if I get a resolution from this commission and the sheriff authorizing it, I can't see nowhere where you would violate the law by doing that. And then that'd be up to Lee and Jeremy to take us on through the courts. But we don't want to do an illegal thing. And I don't want to insult none of y'all's intelligence, tell you it's going to be bingo. If anybody thinks it's bingo, you got sawdust for brains. We don't want to insult your intelligence. But I appreciate y'all giving me the opportunity to address y'all. And if any of y'all want to come up and look, we located about a half a mile in Geneva County. We're 9 miles from Lowe's on a traffic circle in Dover. That's where Lake Paddysuit property is. And, you know, if y'all see fit to do so, we'll be ready anytime and we'll come. But if not, like I said, I won't be pursuing it no further. Okay?
We appreciate it.